Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to have a discussion on what I believe to be is the best do-it-all hunting bullet for a fast twist 7 Rem Mag and a 7 PRC. About 6 months ago, Barnes decided to make a competitor to Hornady's 160 grain CX bullet. That is a bullet they feature in their 7 PRC. And so Barnes made a 160 LRX. Now, the BC is basically identical to the CX bullet. It's a G1 of about a little over 600. G7, which is what really matters, is right around 300. Basically identical to a CX. And what sets this one apart is check out how big the tip is. That is massive compared to the other LRX or even a CX bullet. So Barnes wanted to make sure you're going to get good expansion with this massive tip to help the expansion process. If you were to ask me what company has dominated the market for all copper bullets, the one that has been kind of leading the industry, it's definitely Barnes. Now, let's be honest, all copper bullets have come a long ways. Definitely been a work in progress, but in the last 10 years, man, all copper bullets just are great performers on game. And one thing I think people overlook is just how accurate you can get an all copper bullet to shoot. Now let me be clear here. Using an all copper bullet, is it really needed for deer? I don't think so. Would it hurt to use it for deer? Absolutely not. But I don't think you need to be pushing a 160 grain LRX or any other copper bullet out of a 7 PRC or a 7 Mag to have effective deer kills. Now, with that being said, we are going to focus on bigger game. I want to talk about elk, moose, and bear. Sadly, of late, there has been a trend on YouTube from some hunters that want to kind of prove what they can kill with the smallest cartridge, whether that's a 223 or a 22 ARC. They're using cup and core bullets on huge game. While, yes, they prove a point that it can be done, here's the point I want to make. Rarely do we get the optimal shot, the perfect broadside shot at the ranges that we would love to shoot at. And sadly, not everyone shoots extremely well. Of course, shot placement is king. A poor shot is not going to kill an animal. In life, we pay for a lot of insurance. There's medical insurance, there is car insurance, life insurance. We have these things for, well, when crap hits the fan, when things don't go exactly how we want them to. Same thing goes for hunting, guys. Can you kill elk with a cup and core match bullet? Yes. Is it ideal? I'll argue no. What happens when you need to make a shot that's, well, less than ideal? Let's say you need to put one up the butt. Let's say you need to put one through the front. You need to be able to reach vitals. Do I trust a match style bullet to be able to penetrate far enough to hit the vitals? Or to be able to go through bone without completely falling apart? No. That's why you use an all copper like the Barnes LRX. Now let's go look at the ballistics for the 7 Mag and 7 PRC with this bullet, with 26-inch barrels, with the proper powder, and see what the limitations are for this specific bullet. All right, we're going to look at the ballistics for the 7 Rem Mag with this 160 LRX. It does have a G1 BC of 0.608 in a 26-inch barrel with the proper powder. You can see velocities of 3150, maybe a tad bit more. And your energy is 3,526 foot-pounds. All right. Now we're doing these ballistics at higher elevation, where this is more specifically towards elk. You don't really see elk on the beaches. So we're at 9,000 feet. And let's just take it out to 400 yards, 2,703 feet per second, and 2,595 foot-pounds of energy. 19.4 inches of drop when sighted in at 100. Okay, let's take this out to 600 yards. Bullet's going almost 2,500 feet per second, still plenty enough to expand. 2,212 foot-pounds of energy. a lot. Only 55.6 inches of drop. So, plenty of velocity all the way out to 800 yards. Do I think people should be hunting elk and shooting at elk at 800? No. But this bullet has the capability, at the upper limits of its velocity, bear in mind, to have plenty of velocity to expand. And for those people that love the energy, it's still plenty enough. 1,874 and only 114 inches of drop. How about the 7 PRC? Well, with the 26-inch barrel, with powders not named, well, the magical powder, you can see velocities mid 3,000 feet per second if you're pushing it, and if you don't mind overpressure, yeah, you could get over 3,100 feet per second. Your energy, 3,305 foot-pounds. Then out to 400 yards, you are still plenty fast enough to expand, and you got plenty of energy. Only 21 inches of drop. Now, this isn't going to be a comparison with the 7 mag. I just want to show what each of these cartridges will do for those owners. Out to 600, bullets go on 2,409 feet per second and 2,062 foot-pounds, 60 inches of drop. And even out at 800 yards for the 7 PRC, you still have enough velocity for this LRX to expand with 1,742 foot-pounds and 122.9 inches of drop. Are match bullets really needed for long-range hunting? For you 7 mag fans, in about 1 week, I will have range results of this 160 grain LRX in the 7 Rem Mag. One of my good friends has a Browning X bolt with a 1 1/8 twist, so it'll be fast enough to shoot this. And Browning has made the magazine 3.6 inches long. So this is measured around 3.570, so this will definitely fit in his magazine. I'm really looking forward to see what kind of accuracy we can get. We are going to be using IMR 7828 SSC. It's a staple powder for the 7 mag. And I'm definitely expecting velocities well over 3,100 feet per second. And I have a lot of high hopes that the gun's going to like this bullet. Now for the 7 PRC fans, you guys are lucky. In the last 6 months, Barnes has released factory ammo that is potentially might be the best 7 PRC factory ammo out there. It's with this 160 grain LRX, and I think personally they're using the magic powder. And in a 26-inch barrel, you're getting velocities over 3,100 feet per second in the 7 PRC, which is quite impressive. As for me showing results in a 7 PRC, unfortunately my 7 PRC days are over. I no longer have a 7 PRC, but I would highly recommend you head on over to the Little Crow Gunworks channel. He actually tested out the factory ammo, this LRX factory ammo, and he did a little bit of hand loading for it, and I think you'll be extremely impressed with the results that you get in 7 PRC with this bullet. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to hear from you. Any 7 PRC owners have any experience with the Barnes LRX factory ammo? Any 7 mag owners try reloading this? I'm very interested to see how this does. Let me know.